This week, Claudia Sheinbaum was sworn in as the first female president of Mexico. Claudia has made history by winning this presidency, especially given the situation that this election was full of drama, full of challenges and excitement. Let's dive into it. Mexico held its presidential elections this year in June, and the results were very clear that Claudia had won the elections by getting some 58% to 60% of the votes. By getting 30% of the votes, her closest rival didn't even come close. But this election was not just like any other election. It was one of the bloodiest elections in Mexican history. In the lead up to the vote, 37 candidates were killed. That's right, 37 people lost their lives because they just wanted to get the top seat in the electoral form of the government. Despite this violence and chaos, Claudia still won with a massive margin and was sworn in this week. It's a powerful victory, especially given the situation and the challenges that she has to go through. So who is Claudia Sheinbaum? She's not just like any other politician. She's actually a scientist. She has a PhD in energy engineering. She's also been a part of a major team that has won a Nobel Peace Prize. In 2007, she and her colleagues worked on a major climate change report for the United Nations. Their research on how to reduce the impact of climate change earned them the prestigious award. But she's not new to the politics either. From 2018 to 2023, Claudia was the mayor of Mexico. Before that, she served as the city's environment secretary. So she has a mix of scientific knowledge and a political experience, which is a pretty unique combination. Claudia is not just Mexico's first female president, but also country's first president of Jewish descent. This is a big deal in a country where more than 70% of population identifies as Christian. Even though she did not focus much on her Jewish heritage during the campaign, it still became a part of discussion. Claudia Sheinbaum has had a strong political ally through her career, Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, also known as AMLO. AMLO is the outgoing president of Mexico, and he has been a mentor to Sheinbaum for years. Back in early 2000s, when AMLO was the mayor of Mexico City, he appointed Sheinbaum as the city's environment secretary. Since then, they have worked closely together. AMLO was thrilled by her victory. He congratulated her by saying that she might have won with the biggest margin in Mexican history. But here is the important question that is there in everybody's mind. Can Sheinbaum step out of AMLO's shadow, or Claudia is going to be too much influenced by the policies of AMLO? Becoming president is just the beginning. Now Sheinbaum faces some serious challenges. One of the biggest problems in Mexico is violence from organized crime. The economy is another big issue. Mexico has the second largest economy in Latin America, but it's not without its own problems. The country has a large deficit, meaning it owes more money than it brings in. One of her main goals is to improve women's rights. This is huge, especially considering she's the country's first female president. She also wants to make sure Mexico remains a safe place for international investors. But what she really wants to focus on is helping the poor. She has said that while she will govern for everyone, her priority will be to take care of the most vulnerable. This is a message that resonates with a lot of people in Mexico, especially in a country with deep economic divides. So the bottom line here is that Claudia's victory and presidency is historic for Mexico. She is Mexico's first female president. She is the first president in the history of Mexico with a Jewish descent, and she has already started breaking barriers left, right and center. For over the next 6 years, she has to focus on the economy, she has to focus on fighting the violence in the country, and most importantly, she has to make sure that the benefit of the policies that she and her government is going to bring reaches to the very last person on the ladder of democracy.